Dana, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Bringing it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Aggies offense will go to work first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Cortez. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wants to fire on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Right on the money. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. He wants to throw it again. They'll run the screen. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. Gets it out fast. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a first down. And after yet another 3rd down conversion, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Love. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tigers offense will have its first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
He's got it down the middle, and he's wrestled to the ground. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. To the air, it's Ramirez. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Ready to fire from the pistol. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Use the play fake. Now the throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good gain on the return. This defense has set them up with a big play.
And coaches and players, a lot of times, they call it instincts. But it's just a knack. It's just a feel. It's something that's inside of you. And this guy consistently feels where the ball's going. That's interception.
Taking it the other way. And into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Ramirez. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the 1st quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Gives it on the option. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
We're still early in this ballgame, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration. And
turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Pocket breaking down. Working that left side now. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. To the air, it's Ramirez. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Beard. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Finds his tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit.
Going deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Got it in the middle, it's Cortez. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line, it'll be 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw again. Here's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Fires toward the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has him setting up shop from there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Scanning the field, it's Ramirez. Fires left. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender and this game guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Snagged in the middle, it's Beard. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Beard. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets away from one, he's got space. And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Tigers are on the move. They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Wide receiver going in motion. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Touchdown, Tigers! Fit it in the window for the score. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the 2nd half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stayed.
There he goes. He's at the 40. They'll get him out of bounds at the 35-yard line, and that is just what the doctor ordered for this offense. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. On target to the left. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Gadecki. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's locked. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Off play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gathers. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Ramirez. Here's a heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Running back searching for a hole.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit.
He tries to take the top off. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes a grab past the marker. There he goes. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Ramirez. Hauls it in. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Grab near the sticks. It's Beard. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Under fire. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on 3rd down.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Back to pass, it's Penny. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass, and giving no space for the offense.
Pulls it in. It's Cortez. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his big tight end. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. This time they'll go to the running game. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers.
Brings him to the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Aggie.
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Back to throw, it's Ramirez. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Beard. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Here's the handoff. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. To the air, it's Ramirez. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. So now it's second and long. Tight end now in motion. They'll go back to the air on second down. Right on target this time. And he's brought down after a nice gain. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. We saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen, so that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Splits the uprights. Good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking for a man, it's Penny. Catch in the middle, it's Cortez. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this setter downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. That's caught, it's Cortez. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. The play action fake. Looking down the middle. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Yeah, and linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you could see sitting back in cover 2, understanding I got to get in my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker. Nice pick.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Penny. He's going for a big play downfield. A full dive to haul that one in. Well, they say the bounces eventually even out, but they've been pretty much one-sided today.
And the defense needs something to happen so bad. You're in a deficit already.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Using the quick game. Corralled and brought down by the defense. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw again. Looking to get it in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it out. It's Gathers. And the returner is stopped. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. They go to the ground. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on third and long. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Man, these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 39-yard line. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to throw. It's Penny. He unleashes a long one. Grabs it inside the 15. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to...
Oh, he's got some space. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Puts it out of the air. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on first and 10. Looking for a man. It's Penny. Going to take a shot at this DB. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on first and 10. Takes the grab on the left.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first.
He's got it inside the 15. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's first and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field. So somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Makes the catch. It's Gadecki. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Got a man. It's Gadecki. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.